Where to first?
We could take care of any lingering business in the realms.
Or investigate those pieces of Asgard.
Either way, we're with you, brother. Lundell. Also mentioned there's going to be a get-together to honor Brock's memory at Rab's Tavern in Svartalfheim. I'd like to go.
Mimir, there's something I wanted to ask you about. Hildisvini told me about your visit to secure Hel's army, but was reluctant to elaborate when it came to negotiating with Hraesveldir.
Ah, yes. Well, I can see why he'd hold off on such a subject until he saw if we survived the battle.
Amir, what exactly did you promise the large bird?
Oh, nothing too horrifying.
No more for now. Focus. Freya, something is on your mind. What is it?
Freyr's sword. I'm glad he got it back.
Odin stole it.
Never mind that. Time to fight.
Sigil magic could break through their shield! The rider healed it now!
Careful, brother. You're covered in bygone. Well, if there's more of these Asgard fragments out there, the Einherjar will continue to be a nuisance for the realms.
Only if we do nothing. The realms will never heal if they remain.
How many more?
Only one way to find out.
Freya, you spoke of your brother's sword. How did Odin acquire it?
I'll answer this one. Odin, disguised himself as the most beautiful person Freyr had ever seen.
This separated Freya from his sword.
Oh, with embarrassing speed.
I am glad Freya ultimately retrieved it.
Me too. My little fool.
As I was saying before about Svartfylke, it's just that she'd like to retire.
Retire? Hell's Eagle wants to retire?
Indeed. And don't ask me what she expects to do with her free time. I assure you there is no reassuring answer.
Can she even do that? Not be hell?
Apparently so. She just requires relief. Someone else to step in and become hell, as it were.
Not exactly an office many would wish to occupy.
Aye. Terrible weather, infinite hours, and the possibility of unleashing terrible mischief on the realms if they're careless. Or worse, if they aren't completely trustworthy.
But if she were to leave without a replacement?
Complete chaos, yes.
Well, I'm sorry I asked.
Watch your back! Careful, brother! You're covered in bifrost! Watch for the horn! Shield strike, now! Oh, I felt that one, brother!
I don't understand why they keep fighting. Can't they sense Odin is dead?
They are soldiers. They will always be loyal to him, alive or dead. It is a matter of honor.
Yes, he will continue to follow his orders and keep the realms under his thumb.
Not for long, they won't.
I preferable to silence at last? Ah, fair day. Untouched. But since you mentioned it, there has been one on my mind of late. It goes back to my earliest days, when I had little more to do than observe the mortals who passed through our forest.
Enough talk for now. What is wrong?
No, nothing. It's just,
Don't know if you've heard, but we're gonna say goodbye to Brock in Svartalfheim.
A funeral.
Yeah. We're meeting at Rab's Tavern in Niedervalier.
We will be there.
Ragnarok armor's on the house. We'll call it a commemorative piece.
Impressive.
What do you need, handsome? This here's the fun part. Oh, heading off already? Got time to chat? This here's the fun part. Want to talk for a spell?
Oh! Well, you've got a good time to get back to that story you asked for, brother. One summer, a local laird of renowned eccentricity chose to sequester himself with a small coterie of kinsmen and followers. The aim of their woodland retreat was to achieve enlightenment through study and discipline. They took oaths to brook no distractions until they became wise men.
Another time. We must focus.
Well, if it isn't Big Scarlet Shitbeard.
There he is, the man who
Hello,
tamed
Ratatoskr.
Hello, Master Kratos. What you've accomplished for these realms is truly something I never thought possible. Rest assured, good Master Brock would be proud beyond measure, even if only to express it in his love language of profane non-sequiturs. But he is terribly missed.
Yes, he is.
Now, there is one rather interesting development to apprise you of. The detonation of Asgard shook the world tree to its very roots, dislodging a great number of realm seeds. I thought you might wish to have them. My little way of saying, thank you for preventing my death by immolation.
You are welcome.
Well then, what else?
Seems
friend?
we met another of your detachable emotional apparitions. Bit too twitchy to tell us his name, though.
You must mean anxiety.
Oh no. Why are you talking about me? What did I do? Oh, you should have heard the shit they were talking. What? Oh dear, oh dear.
Farewell.
Ragnarok armor's on the house. We'll call it a commemorative piece. This here's the fun part. What can I do for a goddess? Accessorizing is so important. This here's the fun part. Woohoo! Looking good!
A good fit. Thank you.
I look forward to exploring Alfheim and not having to fight elves.
Oh? What makes you think that's an option?
They've united, haven't they? What possible reason would they have to attack us?
Sorry to say, but there are still plenty of elves out in the Barrens eager for conflict.
But why? Freyr united them. They fought together at Ragnarok.
For those who have spent their lives in combat, peace is not always an option.
Careful, brother! You're covered in Bifrost!
Use a shield strike! Yelpa!
I just had a thought. With Asgard destroyed, where will the Einherjar go?
Valhalla exists both inside and outside of Asgard. Who knows what became of it?
Aye. Suppose they'll have to find rest somewhere.
Freya, when Hildisvini went to Helheim, how did he not freeze to death?
A perk of the Jofur.
The boar-shifting warriors of Vanaheim, as wise in statecraft as they are deadly on the battlefield.
So they may shift into whatever form they like.
Sure, so long as the only two shapes they'd like to shift into are human and boar. Wait a bloody moment. Is that?
Thor's hammer and his daughter.
I'll make you proud, Dad.
Well, good for her. Returning to my story, the enlightenment-seeking laird and his followers swore oaths to forgo such distractions as women and drink, mostly women. As you can imagine, things deteriorated quickly. By autumn, tempers were frayed and wisdom remained in short supply. One day, I watched as the laird and his brother took their hunt. There they found, at the banks of a river, a lady as fair as any they'd left behind. She pleads for their assistance for fear the currents would carry her off if she tried to cross. The laird doesn't miss a beat. He hoists her onto his shoulders, carries her across, sets her down, doffs his cap, and fords back across to his brother.
Not now.
So, the laird and his brother. All summer they'd kept their oath to avoid the touch of woman. Yet the laird didn't hesitate to carry the fair maiden across the river before returning to his brother, who is dumbfounded, can't even bring himself to speak. The day stretches on, the laird carries on hunting, and his brother quietly gnashes his teeth down to powder. Nasty hit! You alright, brother? Careful, brother! You're covered in bifrost! Right flank!
I'm glad we can help these Einherjar on their way, even if they hate us for it.
They do not need to spend their afterlife serving a cruel god any longer.
Agreed.
Brother, I've heard my share of stories about your homeland, but I've also heard that you once fought in a tournament.
I fought in many contests.
But this particular one, I heard you did battle with beasts, scoundrels, princesses, the undead, automatons, and history's greatest musicians. That's not true, is it?
I would not speak of this.
Fair enough, brother. I might finish my story from before. The laird had abruptly broken his oath by carrying the maiden across the river, and his brother spent the afternoon biting his tongue in confusion and simmering outrage. Finally, the dam breaks. "Brother," he cries, "how could you do it after everything we've sacrificed? How could you break your vow like it was nothing, carrying that lass on your shoulders like you were a Shetland pony?" The laird just smiles. "Brother, I set that lass down across the river. 'Tis you that carries her still." Oh, I got a chuckle. A rare day indeed.
To Vanaheim, then.
Sounded like Lady Sif managed to convince the old boar to shelter the Aesir refugees.
It was his idea
Oh?
to foster peace among the Vanir and Aesir.
That's brilliant. Shifty bastard must be trying to prove he can out-diplomat me.
At least he's not convincing her to marry someone, like some other diplomats would.
A deservedly low blow, Your Majesty.
Anytime.
Behind you!
Behind you! Incoming!
Shield strike!
Behind you! Incoming! What's your light? Careful, brother! You're covered in Lycross!
Watch your right!
One more to go!
I wonder how many of these fragments of Asgard there are.
A realm's worth at least, so I'd say we have our work cut out for us.
Now, Kratos, Freya, welcome back. Mimir,
Lady Sif,
Freya.
it speaks volumes seeing you here in person. The first of the Aesir to visit us in peace.
Really, Your Majesty?
It's the capacity of the Vanir's forgiveness that speaks volumes.
we know Asgard was more than Odin and his Einherjar. They'll help us rebuild. They're more than welcome to stay.
Aesir and Vanir living together. I never thought it possible.
I imagine a severe lack of options for the Aesir helped ease things along.
Oh, Mimir. It has truly been a pleasure not listening to your prattling commentary for the last 100 winters.
Well, excuse me, milady.
100 winters of Mimir bleeding at court? I think I'd rather be exiled.
Indeed. Oh, the stories I have.
Really? Do tell.
Well, everything appears to be in order here, diplomacy administered, and all's well. Let's leave these two to their planning, shall we?
Back to it then. Where can we set up the farmsteads and the granaries?
We don't do that kind of thing here. This realm provides us what we need.
What if the winter is harsh, or if the food spoils?
Then we hunger, and we learn. Perhaps I did not burn Freya for trying to teach
I
you.
did not light that fire, but I was there to witness. Even in death, Odin's legacy of poor leadership.
Working together.
More wreckage from Asgard up ahead.
We'll take care of it.
On your right!
Careful, brother! You're covered in bifrost! Nicely done!
Behind you!
Brother, knock it out of the sky!
Another cap defeated.
Aye, and one step closer to giving the realms a shot at healing.
believe we missed this.
Feels half crazy to say it, but I got a good feeling. Rude girl. Never places to be, huh?
The sky looks strange over there. Perhaps another piece of Asgard.
Behind you, brother!
Enemies on the left!
Left side, lifeline!
Seems for every camp we destroy, we find 2 more.
It's almost impressive.
Yeah!